Ladies and gentlemen, today now another correct day. I tell you that's how I'm going to give you now. Back to back. As the news today happen, now to the Naka they give you now. Today news that the very one. First of all, welcome to Omega 123H, the station where they give you the real news as they happen. Now to the Naka they give you. Those of you who never subscribe to my channel, muna subscribe now. Una dey backward because at this channel they move with speed. People when they come in on daily basis they come with speed. So if you know say you never subscribe, I bet just subscribe. Subscription are free. You not take anything from you. Even my enemy self, they need to subscribe. If you know say be my enemy, this one is subscribe because enmity don't close. We want to do things real because wetin dey happen for this world, so you need to hear am. And only here you go fit hear am. So subscribe to my channel. Subscribe now as I dey give that to you back to back. Not go here to I'm coming back for you. Okay, welcome back. As I just dey now receive phone call. As I receive now pick am, when I pick am now see Joe Biden, the president of United States of America. Call me. I say, who? Wait me and this guy gets. As he called me, as I look the call, now pick am. I say, before this guy they call me, so maybe not good news. Now he call me, as he call me, now answer, and I say, hey, am I speaking with Evangelist Greg? I say, yes, sir. Now you they talk with. He say, your news, they spread everywhere, your news. He say, we they enjoy us, we they watch and we they enjoy and die. He say, so we want to make you they travel out all around the whole world. They give us the real news. May everybody they hear and everybody hear your news. Now I say, Baba, me want to work all of them. And I say, if you want to work all of them, that will not be problem. Now be maybe Joe Biden. Now I say, yes, so now you. Before I talk, now I just tell me, say, make I look through my window. As I look through my window, see what I see. Now I see plane. They park am because I dey stay close to the airport. They park am for the airport. I say, ha. Now I say, which one could be this one? Now I tell me, say, that plane, now he give her to me, make her they fly all the country for the whole world. They give them the real news. They tell them what they happen, the development where the world all they guess is when they don't become president. Now I say, hey, Baba, if not that one there, you don't need to go this far. Now I say, well, no wahala, I dey with you. If not that one, I dey with you. Now I say, okay, what do you want? Say, man, tell the people. Now I say, man, wait, he never finish. He say, plus this one when he give me so, he won't do melting, so he hype as this one. Say the next one he won't do now. He won't give 500 million vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine, to the poorest of the poorest country for the whole world. Now he won't give to them. Make them for so that may they wipe the COVID-19 come out from this world. Because the COVID-19 it don't threaten people when we say once may they wipe the come. The guy they give the vaccine, the guy can say. He say just they give the vaccine, not because he won't get anything from the poorest country. He don't want to do them anything. He don't want to get any gain. He won't give that to the very soon because he say he wants to make the COVID-19, make it clear come out from this come out from the world. Pata, make it clean come out from the world. Pata. For those of you who never watch and when he take the talk calm, oh yeah, take calm.
America will be the arsenal of vaccines.
President Joe Biden announced Thursday that the U.S. will purchase and donate 500 million doses of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine to the world's poorest countries, stressing the U.S. would not expect anything in return.
The United States is providing these 500,000 doses with no strings attached. Let me say it again, with no strings attached. Our vaccine donations don't include pressure for favors or potential concessions. We're doing this to save lives, to end this pandemic. That's it, period.
Speaking in the English seaside resort of Carbis Bay, ahead of a Group of 7 summit, Biden said the donation would lay the foundation for other wealthy countries to share vaccines.
Tomorrow, the G7 nations will be announcing the full scope of our commitment, our meaning the G7. I want to thank all of my G7 partners for stepping up to recognize our responsibility to meet the moment.
The largest ever vaccine donation by a single country will cost the United States $3.5 billion and raises the pressure on other G7 leaders to help vaccinate the world. So far, vaccinations have been heavily correlated with wealth, with the US, Europe, Israel, and Bahrain far ahead of other countries. A total of 2.2 billion people have been vaccinated so far out of a world population of nearly 8 billion based on Johns Hopkins University data. The first batch of vaccine doses purchased by the U.S. will be sent out in August, with roughly 200 million doses expected to be delivered by the end of the year. The remaining 300 million will be delivered in the first half of 2022. Anti-poverty campaign group Oxfam would like to see wealthy nations contribute even more, adding, quote, "Surely these 500 million vaccine doses are welcome as they will help more than 250 million people. But that's still a drop in the bucket compared to the need across the world."
You see, now be that. I beg, put Baba Bishop, put Baba Bishop, put Baba Bishop, Baba Joe Biden, Baba Biden, put on. My adopted father, they do things, you be correct guy. Since when you enter, say, America get peace, America they run things where, you know, be like this, how did they call him? I forget his name, Donald Trump. Donald Trump where they misbehave. Joe Biden, and the correct president. He get everybody for her. My adopted father, I hate you. It goes back to the other news. The Northern Elders Forum don't come out say because of the way the country they go so, he say fear of terrorism day. A lot of fear, a lot of things they happen. In fact, people know they feel they sleep, they close eye again. People they fear of what go happen for future. People they fear of what go happen today. He say so make they allow the Igbo agitators go. If the Igbo leaders agree, say they won't go, anybody not hold them. May they allow them go. Those of them whenever wash them, when they talk, oh yeah, take them.
The Northern Elders Forum has reviewed events and tendencies which suggest that the country is headed for more crises. Nigerians live in fear of violence today and in fear of an uncertain future. The capacity of the Nigerian state to secure citizens, protect the country's territorial integrity, and resist violent assaults on our unity is weakening to levels of making threats that have no impact. Armed criminals of all types have increased their audacious stranglehold over our lives in all parts of the country. Irredentists are increasingly asserting their influence over in the southeast and some parts of the country, and in the manner that millions of Nigerians now live. Rhetorics from political leaders and ethnic champions who speak in threats and demands routinely suggest that the sentiments in support of irredentism are becoming more widespread. All Nigerians are paying the price of failure of two sets of leaders. At the national level, the administration appears to have lost the capacity to hold the gradual descent of the country into anarchy. Political leaders in the southeast appear to have submitted to violence and terror of IPOB and ESN. Muted voices of millions of Igbo cannot be heard, so that Nigerians can understand the degree to which secession by the Igbo represents their popular choice. Nigeria has had to fight two terrible wars to preserve a terrible war to preserve the country. The North has paid its dues in that war, and indeed in many ways throughout the history of our country. Under our current circumstances, no Nigerian should welcome another war to keep this country together. The North in particular has more than enough challenges and we recognize that violent secession by any part of Nigeria will compound the problems of all Nigerians under which we live. The forum has arrived at the difficult conclusion that if support for secession among the Igbo is as widespread as it is being made to look, and Igbo leadership appears to be in support of it, then the country should be advised not to stand in its way. It will not be the best choice for the Igbo or Nigerians to leave a country we have all toiled to build and a country we all have responsibility to fix. But it will not help a country already burdened with failures on its knees to fight another war to keep the Igbo in Nigeria. This forum insists that attacks and killings of Northerners and federal government employees and destruction of national assets must stop. Those who have been involved in it must be arrested and prosecuted. Until the Igbo decide whether it wants to secede or remain part of Nigeria, the law applies to it, and the federal and state governments who have responsibility to enforce the law and protect citizens must enforce it. We support calls for Northerners who are exposed to harassment and violence to consider relocating to the North. Unlike the postures and complacency of the leaders of the Southeast, we advise that all Igbo and other ethnic groups from the South residing in the North should be accorded the usual hospitality and security. The Forum believes that it is vital to address amendments to the Constitution and achieve major changes in the structure and operations of our federal system now. Members of the National Assembly elected by Nigerians have lost touch with the people they are supposed to represent. This explains the major distances which exist between the people and the vital national institution which should play a major role in mitigating national crises. The National Assembly should explore additional avenues for tapping into opinions that can help redress serious limitations to the federal system before the 2023 elections. The North is willing to discuss all matters related to constitutional amendments and restructuring with the leadership of the country and other groups who see their presence in the future of Nigeria. Thank you.
Now the video be that. Now, all this one where these people they talk so, that they talk and with one corner of mouth, and that they use the other mouth till they talk another thing. This one where all this one they talk so, they know say their mind they talk another thing. The killings where they happen so, not be the Igbo they cause am. Wetin dey happen for the North so, na the Igbo they cause am. So make them not put wetin dey happen for this country so for Igbo neck. Make them know say not be Igbo, only Igbo people they cause all this sleepless night killing. And let me come to the side of the Igbo again. For the Igbo side, they get a lot of betrayers. People where they betray them, they fool am. Those where they agitate too, not be people where they government house. Those where they government house, they close their mouths. Because that they enjoy, that they, in fact, where they did, that they feel say that they heaven. So they not even they care whether people they die, whether people they live. They not they care. Many of them they sit down for them, they read newspaper. So those where they do the agitation so. Now those where they know the government has. Igbo for National House of Assembly, they know they talk. Igbo will be governors, they know they talk. Igbo will be local government chairman, none of them they talk. Now those where they not hold any position, now they talk. So now I go make the thing hard for Igbo to get the referendum. Now, added to it too, me and you know say, if Igbo go, Oduduwa go follow. If Oduduwa follow, may you know say the country don't divide with that. So this one I see another reason when the Northerners not go allow any of the group get their referendum. So for these people to talk like this, you go see another group again from the north, go see talk. Some they say there be Arewa youth, some say there be this, some say there be that. If they sit down, if they look for wetin they go fit talk for them to take trend, they go talk wetin no go make, wetin they no go fit do, thinking that they go fit do am. They talk with one corner of mouth, they use another one, they do am. Let's go over to the other ones. One senator don come out. The senator name, na they call George Sekebo. Na a picture be that. The senator say, not be the service chief, not be them, na they go blame. He say, not be their fault for the killings wey dey happen for Nigeria. So, he say the fault not be the service chief. He say, who they go blame? Na it be Buhari. Say because na Buhari na appoint them, and na Buhari na be the one wey they give them the direction of what to do. The senator, when he dey talk the thing, the man they provoke. He say because say they will off when he want talk this thing for the house, they off mic against am. For those of that whenever watch am, when the senator they provoke for your office, oh yeah, take am.
That for me, apart from the total failure by the executive, that's a total failure. For instance, a few months ago, maybe before January, remove the service chiefs. Let's remove the service chiefs. Why are you blaming the service chiefs? You are the one that appointed the service chiefs. You. Then the service chiefs are failing. Who would be responsible? Is it the service chiefs or the one that appointed them? You hold the man that appointed them. Because he has the power to change, to advise, to caution, to discipline. The power is in his hand. Then you are there asking people, maybe they have their inadequacies. Maybe there's not enough fund for them to operate. Maybe facilities are not there. Maybe their morale is low. You don't know. But maybe he may know. And then you are still, and I was saying that word, my microphone we have put on several times. And it's painful. I'm talking on national issue. It's not a party matter. We are talking about people dying. Nigerians dying. Then I will be talking, you put off my microphone several times. That should you say that one? No. Okay, if I don't say it, am I not saying it?
You see, the guy they say, he said when the one who raised this issue, say make them nobody blame the service chief. As he want talk, now Senate president order, say make they off the mic. Say may not talk that if inside the ass. Say may anybody not blame Buhari at all. He say so when they off mic against us, so then the talker for here so. Put the Senate president picture. Put that for there. Oga, since when they put you, since when you become the Senate president, in fact, now your regime be the most stupid and dirtiest regime. Senate president, where anything will come, whether na shit or they swell one, peace or they swell one, you not get say. In fact, you can't make the National House of Assembly so stupid to an extent that you know they allow people they talk. Now see this man now. All these people, you know they allow anybody to talk. Anything when one affect Buhari, you know they agree. Yet the country did die, the country they born. This man I be the one of the most stupid Senate president when Nigeria don't ever produce. When they say they produce Senate president, and the most foolish one, and this man. Senate anything when they come, he go swallow up. You know they ever they vomit one. Anyone where they bring go if Buhari say me they say the country anyone where they it can't be like Mumu. The man be like Mumu. Anything. Yeah? At least when they bring some, you go tell us, say, this one not go work. He own not be like that. This one, this man, they are among the killings where they happen for Nigeria. So, may they not even blame Buhari. If you won't blame anybody at all, now this man, they go blame. Because when Saraki did that, things where they happen now, so not happen like that. the destruction where they happen so not happen like that. Because Saraki not swallow all of them. But this one, hey, hey. In fact, anything the young nakam, he go swallow, he go shit, swallow and shit, swallow and shit. Stupid Senate president. Let's go to this. Buhari don commission the Lagos Ibadan railway project. They don't finally finish am. So he commissioned am on Thursday. And though the thing final, the appearance, the whole thing look legit, thing fine. At least when you see something wey fine, you go see talk say fine. Not be all the time you just blame Buhari or they condemn Buhari, not do anything. At least we do this one, be fine. And according to the whole system now, they don't begin operation presently now. So those of una we won't move through train, the one of Lagos Ibadan don start operation. For those of una we never wash away the commissioner, oh yeah, take am.
Please sit down. Thank you very much. Speaker, House of Representatives, Governors of Lagos and Ogun State, Ekiti, members of the National Assembly, Honorable Minister of Defense, members of Diplomatic Corps, Speaker and members of the Lagos State House of Assembly, the Inspector General of Police, the Chief Judge of Lagos State, representative of military and paramilitary agencies, His Majesty the Oba of Lagos, and other royal fathers, senior government officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am very pleased to be here today.
Within the space of 6 years, this administration has completed and delivered 4 standard gauge rail lines across the country. The Abuja-Kaduna, the Abuja Light Rail Itakpe-Warri, and now the Lagos to Ibadan. The double tracks 157-kilometer Lagos-Ibadan standard gauge rail line was described as a 21st century railway network.
When I came in here, I said, wow, because it's not just that a station is a terminal is being provided, but the quality, the style, the beauty of and the magnificence of the work itself, it's incredible.
I'm glad, and the nation, that the railway system is being revitalized. That for me is very important. Opening up the country is critical to development, to culture, to productivity, because as I keep reiterating, I grew up with a railway and I'm happy to see it being resuscitated.
The commitment of federal government in reviving the rail network was commended.
The minister was not only passionate about this project, it was as if it was his life. You can imagine what they're going to do to the Lagos roads, to the gridlock in Apapa.
I'm sure it will change a lot of lives. People will now be able to move en masse into Lagos, Abeokuta and Ibadan and all the environments.
The Lagos-Ibadan rail line is connecting 3 states and hundreds of communities.
Before now, we are just running skeletal service, trying the track, trying how we are going to operate. Now we are going to go through blown, but at least by tomorrow or latest Monday, we should start 4 trains a day. In 2 weeks' time, we move to 8. I think by December, we'll go to 16.
It is part of the railway modernization project expected to link the entire country and beyond. Uinaya Kalu Oka, NTA News.
How you see am? A very fine thing. Baba, you see try for this one at least. But money where you don't borrow, to do this work. Before they go pay that money, now only God know. But we see what you use and do, you try. Though the only problem when I get for this project, now be this. Not be to do am, be the problem. Now the maintenance. One of the areas when Nigeria take poor well na areas of maintenance. Now, if another government come in now, e no go listen to this one again. In fact, the maintenance of this one, e no go think am again. If one is poor first time, anything happen, e no go sign am. If Nigeria get the maintenance culture, some of the projects where they don't due for maintenance, where they don't abandon, they foresee the work. But because we lack maintenance culture, that makes some of all these projects, they die, they abandon. If Nigeria sabi maintain this thing, it will last well. In fact, with this project, all those debts where they don't borrow, so the payment for days. We pray, make government wey sabi maintain, make it come into power, so that Nigeria go sabi maintain things. At least this one enter. Let's go over to the other house. Our popular activist, person of Deji, don't appear. Say no matter wetin Buhari they talk or they do, he said the June 12 protest must hold. Deji wey they talk about the June 12 for AIT, when they talk why the June 12 must hold and why Nigeria not dey stable and why the country fat don't pass be careful for AIT. For those of you whenever watch and take calm.
You've chosen June 12 to do that. Why so?
Yes, June 12 signifies struggle. The struggle for emancipation of the country. It wasn't just about the election of MK Abiola, and the struggles thereafter, which led to unfortunate death of Comrade Kudirat Abiola and several others, and many Nadeko activists, like we just saw Padokun, God bless him for still finding the courage to speak at this difficult time when almost everybody has given up on the country. The essence for choosing June 12 is to ensure that people can relate the spirit of the struggle. The spirit of the struggle is not completely dead in the country. Yes, many people have given up on the country, and rightly so. If you listen to the president yesterday and you're in Nigeria, no matter where you are, even if you are not within the shores of this country, you will be tempted to abandon your green passport, for, other lucrative passports, because the president of a nation should not demoralize citizens. The president of a nation should not speak from a position of threatening the citizens with all kinds of things, and at the president's age, one begin to sympathize with him that if you had a grandfather who's like Buhari, by now you all be caring for him and taking care of him, but we find such a man leading the country. That being said, the issues we are protesting about are very germane. There are issues about insecurity, internet shutdown. We don't want another increment in fuel price because that's what they are planning. Again, we want a situation where the prices of food is just in the market is unbelievable. I used to buy a kilo of chicken for 1,200 naira, then became 1,300, 1,400, now it's 1,800. So if I'm complaining, it means that almost every other Nigerian is complaining. Again, if you look at what is going on, one of the cardinal reasons we are protesting is that the government must understand that this is a democracy. They must stop attacking protesters on the street when they protest. So that's another reason why we are protesting, and the government must stop shrinking the civic space in the country because it's a fundamental reason why we are protesting. There's nothing that has been so threatened under the current president like the freedom of assembly. Freedom to protest. It's a constitutionally guaranteed right. If the president of a nation can be saying that people who were protesting wanted to remove him from office, it calls to question the kind of people advising the president. But, if you have people like Malami around the president, you should expect the worst. you should expect those kind of things that the president was saying. Even a primary school child will not think that the constitution says people can protest. You say people that are protesting wanted to remove you from office. How? Are we legislators? Are we parliamentarians? Only the National Assembly can remove the president, so from office. So the president should use his mind from, these sycophants in government, because they are his real enemies. Critics are not enemies of government. We're not criticizing the government to mock the government. We're not criticizing the government, or we're not protesting because we would like to protest. We like to be in our homes, or be in our offices, attend to issues. Why go and face trigger-happy police officers on the street, and why go and face the tear gas canister and water cannons on the street?
So why are you doing it?
The reason why we're doing it, because there is no any other option. This is the language that Buhari understands.
Does he understand the language?
He does, because the way he was speaking about the protest yesterday, he was speaking from a position of anger.
You watch and where they talk. Though protests, now one thing when, now the right of every citizen. Protest, every country they protest. Now Nigeria own. If an Africa protest, now it worst. The citizens get right to take protest. Free protest is permitted. In fact, you get the right to take protest. But Nigeria, they can't turn their protest to be kind of killing opportunity. Free protesters, now they call it key. And another thing when the GC talk for inside the interview, when they talk for AIT, they say, this man where they call Gumi, I better put a picture. Now I could be the spokesman for bandit and Boko Haram. Wait till see they treat me. How this man fit they talk all this one, they challenge government. They speak for bandits, speak for Boko Haram, speak for Fulani herdsmen. And yet you see they work out for the street freely. Now that thing me never still understand. What did this man they do for the country when DSS never even call her, question her? Now that thing I me never understand. When our Reverend Father talk, Reverend Father Mbaka talk, DSS write on paper. They carry and come out, they kidnap him. But this man, they talk. But you see, they work out freely on the street of Nigeria. They eat, they die. If you see the picture, he sit down for the midst of the bandit. In fact, he sit down like the chief commanding officer of the bandit. And DSS, nothing call him. They nothing they question him. It be like say this man, he position for this country. He passed the presidency. He passed the presidency position. This man, because if he not pass her, especially by now, therefore don't call this man to order. Question now which relationship he get with bandits. This man, Nigeria, hello. Go to the our popular singers. Person of Tiwa Savage and Sheishe don't get hot. In fact, two of them, they arrange blue. Two of them arrange blue. If you see the fight, when they come ask, what you cause the fight? Tiwa Savage say, Sheishe they insult him. They talk any they give her for social media. Was he not talking here give her? Talking here give her finish. He can't call see her now. They won't be friendly. He won't be friend for real life. He say, but for social media, they insult him. Say, because of that one, say anybody where they insult her for social media, he could come real life because he said the fight for social media go most extent for real life. Now me two of them continue the fight. For those of them who never watch the video when the fight they go, oh yeah, take her.
Even before, if you don't open it, your nyash is the dirtiest in this industry. You fucking horse slut. No, open it. Open it. Everybody knows I work hard for my shit. Okay, you look at you. You look half dead. You are half dead. You look half dead. Look at your skin. You know what? For clear skin, you need to mind your business. That's what will clear up your fucking ugly skin. Look at you, bitch.
You see, in fact, if this thing where they cause this fight, not true. Some people, they sabi insult person for social media. They go insult you, talk any I give you for social media. But if they see you for real life, they're not if they talk anything. Many of them, if you will see those people they insult you for social media, so you go, if you will look there, nothing there their body. They want they friendly, but for social media they flex muscle. Nah, see nah. You insult the person for social media, you can't real life now. You they say hi. When you don't reach social media, you be enemy. For earth here, you be friend. Till Wasabi say no agree for that one, and are really true. Those of them when they insult people for social media, they talk anyhow like say everybody that makes I go say shop or nah. They come easy. Social media so. If you respect me for real life, respect me for social media too. Not just respect me for real life and insult me for social media. It's unacceptable. Tiwa Savage is right. Nonsensical indicanco. Go to the other news. More from Nigeria. Now go another country. And they go Ghana first. Now, welcome to Ghana. One native doctor don't come out. Say na he kill TB Joshua. Say na he fight with TB Joshua, fight him spiritually. Na he kill him. This native doctor, if you see when he take the talk, he write book full. If you see the speech when the native doctor write, he big pass dictionary. They read them back to back. How he take fight, TB Joshua, how the battle take come. I beg you, for those of that wait over, for those of that wait over, wash out with the native doctor, they hear, oh yeah, take care.
My name is Ko Nanoko Kubunsam, the great authentic mind. All trees shall pass away except Paramount tree. You know, TB Joshua tried to kill Nanoko Kubunsam in spiritual. She said, you're going to fight with me in spiritual. I said, you are the one who killed Ghana president. She is the one who killed Ghana former president, Fifi Evans Atamis. They may his soul rest in peace. TB Joshua told me that you're going to fight with me in spiritual. I told you, give me 9 to 10 years. I will also show you that God is the one who can judge me. No one can judge me in this earth. This is me, Nanoko Kubunsam, talking. And I'm saying this. And this is no prayer forms. I want all over the world to hear this. We went to spiritual contest. And when we went to spiritual contest, it means that one is going to lose, one is going to win. But I try anyhow. Because he told me that he said, always say that he's going to win that spiritual contest. He said, she will face for me spiritual for me to see who is who. But I am an authentic man. I said, you can never defeat me. She tried so many ways She prayed the spiritual. He attacked with the spiritual. I also show him that the powers of Kofi is working. Wow, what you did for me to let me Kofi power to be, I don't know what to die. It turned against you.
You see, huh? This was a Nike TV Joshua. Now the man don't die. You know, say when lion they roar for inside forest, all the animal they drop body take. But when the lion don't die, now there, evil goat self go tell you say, na kill am. When a cockroach go come say, na kill am. This one go come say, na kill am. Mona ask this man, when he were TB Joshua they fight, according to what he talk, when he were TB Joshua they fight spiritually, he come out, can't tell anybody, say, with TB Joshua they fight. Now, TB Joshua don't die now. What you call they make her, they come out, they can't tell people. Why not see talk and spiritually when the world not know say that they fight? Now the man don't die. He don't they come out, they can't tell the world. What you call especially make the world tell us say, I really do one. Onan two not come out for challenge fight. So as far as Onan two not come out for challenge fight. So you don't need to come out, go tell people say that you do one. This one are people where they look for fame, that they look for where, so that make them see no say that they are alive. Now be all this one. Which tell me the power, because say in mark face, this one get one power. Either they talk about power, spiritual power, this one get them. This kind cockroach, they come and say Nike TB Joshua. If any man believe this kind of word, that man are fool. This is what they look for fame. See the way right people are fool. Now from the spirit realm, they take right people are fool. And when TB Joshua died, so our English speaking professor, our English speaking professor, Reverend Chris Okoti, because he come out, they happy. They call the man name. They call her name. Say, na devil. Say, don't die. I bet put picture of Coach for them. You they happy, oh. Say the man die. Like say death now, only one person. Now everybody they die. When TB Joshua die, so you won't live forever. This my happiness, make I explain and give you. When TB Joshua ministry spring up, some of these big churches, some of these notable churches, their ministry, their members come move, go join TB Joshua church. Now there the vaccination come from. They begin call her names. They begin give her title, give her to spoil them. The more they spoil them, the more the man they grow. Now, this man now they happy, say TB Joshua don't die. So that the members, when he don't run come up from church, all of them go begin come back to his church. Now be the happiness. Don't be saying another thing. This man, so, he get money past TB Joshua. But how many things now he don't fit do? How many good things? How many people he don't fit help? How many he don't give? When he get money, the number one thing where the man do. When he get money, the number one thing where the man do. Where this Chris Okoti do. Now for her to go run for presidency, say God tell us make him become president of Nigeria. He contest, he fail. Those of you whenever watch the video,
Reverend Christopher Okote has emerged as the presidential candidate of the Fresh Democratic Party, FDP, having defeated James Pam to clinch the ticket. This was the outcome of the party's primaries held in Lagos. Tunde Saiki reports that all the successful governorship candidates of the party from the states were presented with the party's flag after the exercise.
He not come again. So now, And Mona answer say the God will tell us make become Nigeria president. So the God don't resign or that God not get money to take sponsor him. On the last day, the kingdom of God, there shall be a riot at the gate because pastors, they are the one destroying the kingdom of God because the body of Christ lack unity. One man don't come out, cause slap France president, person of Emmanuel Macron for face. Emmanuel Macron, when he just land, he can see the group of people where they wait for him. Say, okay, make you rush, go there. Go shake them. As they shake them, they shake them. He can shake the reach where this man dey. As he say, make his stretch hand, shake the man, like the man give a hot slap. Hey! The man stagger, go back. As he want gold, that the whole lamb. Those of you whenever I watch the video, when the man slap the president, oh yeah, take him.
French President Emmanuel Macron was shaking hands in southern France Tuesday when a man shouted "Down with Macronia" and slapped him in the face. He could also be heard on video shouting the battle cry of the French army when the country was still a monarchy. Two of Macron's security detail tackled the man, and another ushered Macron away. But the president, a few seconds later, returned to the line of onlookers and resumed shaking hands. Macron later said he had not feared for his safety and that nothing would stop him from carrying on with his job. Two people were arrested, a police source told Reuters. The identity of the man who slapped Macron and his motives were unclear. French President Jean Castex condemned the incident in a speech at the National Assembly.
I am completely in solidarity because by targeting the head of state, it's quite simply democracy that's being targeted.
Macron was on a visit to the Drôme region to meet restaurateurs and students and talk about returning to a normal life after the health crisis.
Yeah, I be put the map picture. Put her. You get luck. You get luck. Say na France, you dey stay. This the way you do so. You know go if you do and give local government shema for Nigeria. If you try and now your head go roll for ground. If your head go dey roll like ball. If I by now 2 rere for baby song where they for sing for your head. You get the boldness, they slap your president. This guy get luck, oh, this guy get luck. Make all triumph for Nigeria. Now there, now a grave, now a grave. They go show your father. Honorary vendor we won't sell paper, give the Senate president. They shoot and I call he won't sell paper. They shoot and I call to slap. This guy get luck, oh. Even from the news, the man self, this one self, now 28 years old. Very young, 28 years old. Small boy, well, 28 years old. The answer, why you slap the person? Now I say, the president, they destroy the country. So now I make a slapper. So now they jail the guy for 4 months. So make they prison for 4 months. One disease don't break out for India again. And the disease will break out, so now they call black fungus. The disease they kill COVID-19 patients. The patient where they get COVID-19 and they still get diabetes for body. Now all those patients, now the disease they kill. For those of us whenever wash and when they talk and how the disease they keep the COVID-19 patients pass. So yeah, take care.
as a pre-diabetic population, largely in the younger to the middle-aged group, and that makes them a little bit more prone to high sugar levels. And something like a steroid really jacks up the sugar level in most of the cases. It provides an excellent opportunity for an invasive fungal infection to take root inside the body and spread as it is doing.
My friend who was suffering from black fungus infection had a surgery 3 days back and his jaw was removed. The doctor has also said that they need to remove his eye as well to save his life. And I'm having problems finding him injections for 3 days. The government has taken over the medicine outlet and this hospital says that they also have 70 patients for whom they need the medicine. Do we let our patient die?
Now the disease be that. Now that disease now make the end dam for India. We don't want to make cross. Make the disease end for India. And not only like that, from the video too, they say it don't enter one African country, it don't enter Egypt. I beg, make the country now, we don't need them. The COVID-19 palava reach. I beg go now, anywhere where that they come from. I beg, India, Mona withdraw them. 2 things not they do person the same time. We don't need another one. Sure. Another one, black fungus. Black fungus. Disease. One building don't collapse for India. The building collapse. One community where they call Mumbai for India. And 11 people now die for the building. 8 children and 3 adults. Now they die for the building. The building collapsed around 11:30 for night. The way the building take collapse, so as the main building they collapse, you call collapse go fall for another one. So before they see now, even now the noise, now they hear waiting for night. For those of you now we never watch them, whether they talk about how the building take collapse. Oh yeah, take calm.
रात को 11:15 11:30 के करीबन ये इंसिडेंट यहाँ हुआ है। एक ग्राउंड +2 की एक इमारत थी, वो जो गिर गई है, वो गिरते समय वो सामने वाली बिल्डिंग पे गिर गई। उसमें कल रात से 18 लोगों को रेस्क्यू किया गया वहाँ से। उसमें से अभी तो सुबह तक 11 लोगों की मौत हो गई है और 7 लोग उसमें के इंजर्ड हैं।
आवाज़ से ही मालूम पड़ गया था, जो घर के अंदर थे वो डर से बाहर आ गए। तो ऐसा माहौल था जैसे कोई आंधी तूफान में भी नहीं हुआ, ऐसी आवाज़ इसकी थी।
In fact, as they see, you see the way they see the search for more people. Some of all these building, if you will see the materials where they build the house, you go know say the house not strong. They use small things, they economize things till they build house. What do you feel say go make a house feel collapse once? Now because of poor materials where they use. That kind of heavy building now collapse, go fall for another one. killing innocent people where they stay for inside. I beg, make they look some house well and make the materials where they use till they build and make them strong. Those people now don't lost. We go to another news. One community for Jamaica where they call White House. The youth of the community don't block the road. They say nobody go pass their road until they repair their abandoned bridge. You get one bridge where they under construction for along the road, not too far from where they for block the road. They do the bridge, reach one place, they never finish am. Now they leave am. So now the youth, they don't come and say, they not go allow, say, may they use the road like that until they complete the bridge. For those of now, whenever I wash am, when the youth, they protest, they block the road, we are taking am.
If we never decide to let out the 6 people over there, what would happen?
But that road not supposed
and that no finish, the bridge not finish, the bridge need to finish. The bridge need to Barber Green and him and say to stop.
Look when him come now, right when the last 2 things should go on.
When the last 2 something them to go on the bridge and can't stop it. Why?
No, you know brother, I know. Lift up that. No, she has to park it car somewhere. No, she wants to. You have to go park it car and go over take taxi, mama. Why? You have to go park and go take taxi down there, so.
Ask the MP.
MP, stop the bridge and fix before I finish. You have to go down there so with them. And take taxi down there so can go babysit and then you go on a road. Still have to wait.
If your bridge not fixed, how you go get crossing? How you go cross that bridge not fixed?
Well, I want car will let you go to our city.
I want car will let you go to one sick lady where she do one CT scan and she need to go to the doctor right now. So she will wait for back to let through and make she go do her CT scan. So we don't respond to nobody else.
I won't beg the person who is in charge of that bridge. May they go complete time. The protest of the youth not be waiting bad. May they not may the bridge not become an abandoned bridge. And make they do for the good of the environment. So anybody when they in charge, both the contractor when they charge, oh yeah, when I complete the project. Not be say that they cause wahala soon, but that they won't try to pass out their own side of the story. All they want, they not leave the bridge like that. May they call complete them. Because this way they don't see and say that they use them so they trust human being. They not go complete her again. So I beg, may they go complete that bridge. One minibus don go jam one Toyota wagon. As he hit the Toyota wagon finish, now he go jump enter river. As he jump enter river, so now area boys with the first hear the issue, area boys, they come for the rescue. This thing happen for Jamaica. Now for those of you who never watched the video, when the area boys take on for the rescue, oh yeah, take
about this river. That will kill a cow up at the dam head and make it run down the stream and see if this thing can over with it. So we're there to participate whenever time anything wrong. Anyone go over there, we're there to participate. But as well we said, we never yet get any help. How hard we see them do it. And what? We now get the fame. The fireman, them and the government, them are get the fame. Policeman, and all of them are get the fame. So the drivers are not recognized? Yeah, they're not recognized. So them think that really want to in service? Yeah. And as we say, when you take out a man out of the river, if you don't know what you are doing, that person can drown you if you don't skill enough. You understand? Because my fight to save him life. And you have to skill and have experience to take him out. And any man can do that. You have to brave And as always say, we not get no one now come round and come recognize me and say, alright, we give thanks to the work for no do. Only thing we see them give that one for award say diver, rather call the diver. With the main punch.
You see, though before government officials come, area boys don't do what they want to do. Now, what the area boys they demand for now say make government come compensate them because then they do the government work. Say they don't come rescue these people and go like that. So they say they need more compensation. That one and one another one again. Now one woman I could die for the whole thing. Though the only thing be say drivers more they take it easy. Mona, we know they rush go anywhere. I know say this one, before that small bus, they divert, they go hit the wagon, so maybe not the driver, whether they sleep or he lose control. Most of all these drivers, they know they sleep. I beg. Driver, if you know say for a very long time you never sleep, take break for some time. Give yourself some sleep. No say people life dey your hand, not because of say you want make money, go kill people through away. So I beg. Let's go over to the other news. For those of us who say we sabi speak English, I want tell una say una no sabi speak English. If you see grammar, if you see grammar, when this guy they break grammar, you go know say you dey learn. I'm not sure say Nigeria government understand one see go to come up for this guy grammar, and I'm not sure say this guy even mean any sense as they speak the grammar. If you see grammar, I bet make a note for those of us whenever I watch the grammar. Oh yeah.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum.
You see grammar? I better put the map picture. Put that. Oga, for your mind now, say don't speak, don't pass that information. In fact, your foolishness don't grow, city, it come mash out past you. Now, tell me what you read or what you write for inside that script when you want to make Nigeria government even understand. What did they pay me so they call they see the clap for her? If they blow nonsense. Then they see they see the clap for her. This man not foolish rich. Go over to the other. Former Liverpool player, when the contract finish for this season, when he come out for Liverpool, what they call person of Jorginho Wijnaldum, don't finally sign contract with PSG. Una know say when the season never finish, everybody they put eye, see na Barcelona I go. And in fact, that time Barcelona don't they hot for him. Now make the man of Ugri sign contract. Because he don't put eye say na Barcelona, na ain't go. Everybody don't really still put eye too. Finally, the man come out. Now I go Barcelona. He don't agree terms with Barcelona finish. Now just for him to sign one single paper, he go come become Barcelona player. As he hope Byro say make he sign. Now he full ring. Now he tell Barcelona president, say, make you wait. He won't answer one call. As he bring the phone, now he look at PSG president. Who? As he answer the call, now the president tell us, he saying yes, say Barcelona give am one Ghana must go for him to become their player. Now I say yes, say na true. Now I say make he drop anything wey dey with am wey Barcelona give am, make return I go give them. Make he come meet am, say go give am double of that Ghana must go. Go give am 2 of that Ghana must go. Make he not fear, say they will give am double of anything wey Barcelona give am. Now the man shock, say na true? He say yes so. Na true you did? He say yes. Now the PSG president tell us, say send the account number. Now he send the account number go. In the next 30 minutes, be bang, 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 bang. He look am double of the money. Now when I get up, he say he won't go peace. Say they come. Get up. As he go finish, people they wait for that, they not see him. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, they not see him. Hey, what you they do this guy? Now they call her for phone. He say they come. In rush, go do one thing for house first. He go come. People wait. The next thing where they wait, they not see. The next thing where they see, okay. See what people call PSG. See what Barcelona people call see. Now the unveiling of Wenadom for PSG. Now Barcelona people can see. Oh, so now what you do be this? You go sign 3 years contract with PSG. The PSG president put down for them. What did Barcelona do you? Anything where Barcelona won't take, now you dey snatch. You this one and at the second time, you don't do this to Barcelona. Not come make Barcelona people call swaggy, you make you call die. This one I say call snatching, we don't snatch waiting Barcelona what takes so. Football na money. If you not get money as a club, you are doomed. Now many players will come your way. But nowadays football, if you not get money, they know they come your club. People like the Levy, I be put the guy, put Levy. I won't say. I be ready to be the coach of Tottenham. As you know, want spend money, so see what they do now. The year, you don't want spend money. See people they spend money, use money to the entire player. You go be the coach of Tottenham. Don't worry. Now you go coach Tottenham. Stingy man like you. This man is stingy da. You don't want buy players, but you want win. You don't want spend money, but you want win EPL. Ole. Man, you don't finally agree terms with Sancho of Dortmund. So with the hope say by next season, Sancho will come Man U, come play football. Though all these England players, we fear them. This always they don't spend big money for this Sancho. When Man U don't they pursue for a very long time. So make it not become one of the flop for Man U. They not call flop for Man U head though. Because they don't they pursue this one like say if they're not buying him, they're not going to win trophy. This one that they pursue this boy. When I just buy him, maybe we see how it go be. Oh. Another news where does he reach us now? He say Pogba don't they talk with Man U to renew his contract. He want to extend the contract. Then we see whether the talk will fall for Pogba side and he go see fall for Man U side. So that make the man for extend the contract. Because Juventus, they pursue the guy. Then we see how the talk will end. Whether the man go see remember you player next season. Let's go over to the other news. Okay, now you go for stop today. The only thing be say subscribe to the channel. Yes, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, like, comment. As I give you the information back to back around the world. Thanks to my adopted father, person of Joe Biden, when he give me the private jet, with him I think move around. So that my jet, I use it to fly everywhere. Not see the country when I bring their news, they come. So not be local country, international. So subscribe to my channel. Now they hit you back to back with the international news. Subscribe. See you next time. Like what I tell you before. Every information from this channel.